What's up, guys? Bluntguts here. This is a Watch Over Realms video, and today I am on the Forerunner server. I want to take a look at these upcoming patch notes. In particular, I want to talk about something that I think is super exciting. So, and no, it's not the Boreas adjustments. That is not exciting. I am a happy Boreas abuser, and I wish he wouldn't get nerfed, but I do understand why it needs to happen. I'm not disagreeing with the need for the nerf. I do think it's kind of funny that you've got Boreas is getting nerfed, but you've got some other very overpowered champions in the game that aren't getting touched. Like, I mean, I love my Silas too, but he is broken just as much as Boreas is. And I would also say that, you know, Praetus, for example, is really broken. If you look at Valderon, who isn't in the game yet, but is on the Forerunner server, he's broken. So if he makes it to global in its current state, he's going to be the same way. So I don't know what it is about Boreas. I think it must be the arena interaction. That must be what is kind of spurring this change, but it is what it is. This isn't about Boreas, though. This is about what we've got right here, these update notes. This update is going to be going live. It's going to be patched onto the Forerunner server today, which is February 22nd. And this part in gold is one I want to draw your attention to right here. Introduce Gear Dungeon. Nice name. Always creative with the naming, Muton, where you have a chance to obtain 4 new gear sets. Besides, you can build your defense team in the arena now, which is awesome. I'm going to make a separate video about that. But in here, I want to talk about these new gear sets. So, new, introduce Gear Dungeon. You can access it on the Gear Raid page. Introduce Forge and Identify to Foundry. So we're getting a new element to the forging system, which is awesome. It's going to not just be for artifacts at this point, is going to be for gear as well. It seems like the gear that you get is this. Introduce a new type of gear, variant gear. Unidentified gear can now be acquired in the Gear Dungeon and later transformed into variant gear after being identified in the Foundry. So, I'm just speculating here. I'll know more when we get the patch, so probably tomorrow on February 23rd, I'll be able to provide more updates, but as it stands right now, based on my read on this, it seems like we're going to get some kind of unidentified pieces of gear, and then we're going to go to a menu in the game, and we're going to be able to identify these pieces. Now, it's unclear exactly how much control we're going to have over the gear. I'm wondering if maybe we have to acquire some other kind of material, and certain type of material may correspond to like a certain gear set or something like that. And so we get to kind of pick and choose what type of gear we're going to be able to create. That would be awesome. That would be really cool. I'd love to have anything that you can use to cut down on the RNG in this game and improve our farming would be amazing. So let's take a look real quick at the new gear sets. So gear, Wicked Vengeance. This looks like it is basically kind of a Warlord equivalent, whereas Warlord is kind of the upgraded Calamity set. Wicked Vengeance seems to be the upgraded Annihilating Might set. So set bonus is crit damage plus 40%, attack plus 10%. That's amazing. That was always kind of the problem with the Annihilating Might set, is that attack is such an important thing in this game. Sacrificing that bonus attack percentage was really hard to do. Not to mention, if you were comparing Annihilating Might to Warlord, you also weren't getting the 30 speed bonus as well, so this does go some way to kind of bridge that gap. I think for Guild Boss, this is probably going to be the new best in slot gear. I don't know, it's probably going to be hero specific, or maybe based on your own gearing, what you do have on your account, whether or not this is going to be an improvement overall in other areas of the game. But for right now, this is definitely going to be a pretty juicy gear set. So 40% crit damage, 10% attack. That's a left side piece. There's also another left side set here, Light's Grace. Set bonus healing effect plus 30, raise regen plus 10%, which is awesome because we didn't really have a solid left side healer set. I'd say the closest thing that we had is either Salvation, which is a lower level set. The gold set that you might use would be maybe Immortal Warrior, or is it a Immortal Hero? Whatever it is. The tank set from Gear Raid 1 has plus 25% HP and plus 10% defense. That's not bad for your HP-based healers like your Vortexes or your Sadies, your Midons. Those heroes would love that, but it doesn't really do all that much for your attack-based healers. This is going to be an upgrade of the Salvation set. So once again, 30 healing effect. So slight bump up. I think that the Salvation, I think, is 25 healing effect, if I recall correctly. Plus you're getting 10% raise regen, which is awesome. So really like that. Very cool addition here. And then it seems like this new gear rig, we're not just going to be getting either left side or right side pieces. It seems like this variant gear can be transformed into either a left side piece or a right side piece. So we've got a couple of new right side sets as well. So Hell's Lament, 3-piece set. Set bonus during the ultimate increases damage by 30% and crit damage by 40%. That's pretty awesome. So this seems like it's an upgraded wisdom set, which is pretty cool. It only lasts for 5 seconds. That seems really quick. I don't know why that is. I guess this is probably going to be really good for heroes that have a lot of their damage baked into the ultimate, but the ultimate has a very short duration. So I'm thinking maybe like Hatset is the one that comes to mind immediately. I don't know that this is going to be a good set. Otherwise, maybe they change that. I think it needs to be at least 10 seconds. I mean, Wisdom is 10 seconds, right? So why is this one less? That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. But, you know, it is Forerunner. These are all subject to change. So this is not, you know, this is not like a pre-release. This is just getting released on Forerunner for testing now. So we don't know what form it's going to take when it does make its way to the global servers, but that is what it is. And so we've got, went down too quick. We've got Tempered Will. Set bonus, damage reduction, plus 15%. Awesome. So we're going to get an upgraded Guardian set, which is amazing. Then for each enemy block, increases defense by 5%, stacking up to 4 times. That's cool. Defense kind of sucks. So, I mean, I won't be upset about having a gold level Guardian set, you know, to put on our tanks, which is awesome. But the defense stuff, I think that's kind of lackluster. I guess, you know, if you are blocking 4 enemies, it will be a 20% defense bonus, which is nothing to sneeze at. I think at the end of the day, really what you're going to be looking for on this gear is going to be that damage reduction. And so you're basically getting Guardian set, but with the increased stats that are inherent on the main stat for gold level gear. So that's pretty awesome as well. And I guess they are also revamping another set, Unshaken Will. I'm not sure where this is in the game. I know I've seen it in the when you go to the gear filters, you can see this set in there, but I've never really known where you get it or if it's possible to get it. I think I heard somebody say that you could get it for tournament rewards at some point, but I haven't seen it at any point in the game since I've been playing, which is since early October last year. But in any case, previously it was plus 20% HP when being attacked, recovers 5% of max HP, triggers 1 time every 10 seconds. And then after it's when deployed, HP plus 20%. I'm not sure what the distinction that they're drawing there is. I guess it won't show up on your character screen. It's only when you actually deploy the hero, but effectively it should be the same, right? Although I will say if it's when deployed plus 20%, it should be 20% of your max HP upon deployment, not 20% of your base HP, which might be the case in the before. So anyway, when deployed, HP plus 20%. When being attacked, recovers 5% of max HP, triggers up to 1 time every 5 seconds. So they've cut that in half. So 5% max HP every 5 seconds as long as you're getting hit. That's pretty awesome as well. I don't know that it's going to be a huge difference, but it is going to give some more survivability to tanks, especially if you have a tank that doesn't have any kind of like natural HP regaining thing. So I'm thinking Regulus, for example, at A5, when he uses his ultimate, he automatically heals to full. I don't know if it's when he uses the ultimate or maybe it's when the ultimate expires, he heals to full. But either way, if you don't have an A5, you have no way to regenerate health. It's a big problem. It's a big problem for any kind of tank that doesn't either have some kind of healing mechanic or some kind of shielding mechanic that allows them to have that kind of increased survivability. So I think this is going to bridge that gap. It may shake up the defender meta a little bit. Not that there really is one right now necessarily, because defenders are kind of, you know, they are probably the least important units in the game right now. Having a good defender only takes you so far, and in the harder stages of, say, like Nightmare Void Rift or the higher levels of the gear raid, your tanks really aren't going to be doing all that much. So I don't know if this is going to make them, I don't want to say not like more viable, because they can be used right now, but it'll give them more survivability, and that will be welcome. Maybe we'll see some interesting ways to use defenders that we couldn't see before, because they do have this natural regen mechanic now. So that would be pretty cool. Anyway, guys, that's all I wanted to talk about. New gear raid, pretty awesome. Don't have much more info on that right now, but when the patch is deployed, I will try to, you know, see if I can't do some attempts on it. My Forerunner account, as you can see, I am, I think, on day 20 or so. Let me take a look here. I can see I'm on day 27. Oh, wow. I've been playing this longer than I thought. I'm about to get greed. That's pretty exciting. I don't have a solid AoE mage, so that's actually going to help me out quite a bit. So I'm excited about that. But I am level 43. I haven't done all that much. Let's see, my heroes. I'm rather limited, so I don't think I'm going to be able to, unfortunately, progress to say like the stage 19 of the new gear raid. So I won't be able to show you that right away, but I certainly will eventually when I get that going. This is my champion pool right now, so you can see it's rather limited. I was able to get Lust. That's kind of the crown jewel of my Forerunner account right now. But I will keep you guys posted as we get more info. This is pretty exciting stuff. So anyways, thank you guys for watching so much. I really do appreciate it. If you do enjoy the content, I would really appreciate a like and a subscribe. That would really mean a lot. But other than that, good luck, guys. Hope you all have a great day.